Hello guys and welcome to the final part of our Soul Reaver Let's Play.
We're gonna take down Kain once and for all.
Yes. After we watch a bunch of these little cutscenes and then we fight Kain in that scene in the game. And this is the part that I used to find very disturbing. This is where you find out about Raziel's future. And about his past as well. And you'll see what I mean when we come across them.
My arrival in this miserable age. What trickery is this?
It is no illusion, Raziel, but a glimpse into the currents of time itself.
Honestly, this is one of my favourite parts of the game.
Because you get to see all the cool stuff that happens.
Yeah. But you've been through and what will happen to Raziel later.
So here's the second one.
These apparitions torment me. Has this all been foretold?
You can actually rewatch those cutscenes over and over and over again if you like.
Not sure why you would.
Nah. Very short anyway.
So here's the third one.
Impossible! This must be one of Kain's deceptions.
How can it be one of Kain's deceptions? I'd say it's Mobius because he's a time streamer after all.
Like, why would Kain just suddenly have access to all this?
Yeah. Because Kain is evil, so I must suspect him.
I mean, it's like suspecting Susie's destroying the world. I mean, come on, it's clearly you, Kratos.
Yes. Though I love his theme song in God of War 3. Kratos. I love that music.
Firmos.
My mind reels with conflict. Does Kain await me moments from now? Or in some century yet to come?
Yeah, that event was in Legacy of Kain Defiance. You know when they fought each other?
Yeah.
In that big epic battle.
We need to give spoilers for everyone.
Yep.
Well, if the game does the spoilers, we might as well say it too.
Well, the fact is, really, any Let's Play has done that. They already spoke about that and let people know about it in their Let's Play.
This cannot be. What madness does this scene portend? Kain must think me credulous to suffer these lies.
I mean, you could just not look into them, Raziel, you know? Maybe you wouldn't then know your own future and repeat it.
Yeah, but you can change your future though, can't you? Once you know it, you can just change it completely.
Well, sometimes, if you know your future, then you're just condemned to repeat it, you know, in an ironic twist of fate.
Yeah, well, sometimes future events are destinable. Like, it's destiny. It's a thing that always happens, no matter whether you like it or not.
Is this phantasm a conjuration of my mind, or an echo of future events?
Well, what you expect it is.
Yeah. You can actually insert a cheat code and have that in the game.
What, the time streams?
Well, no, that Reaver you saw.
Oh, the Fire Reaver, yeah.
Well, that's apparently on the cheat code it says that's Kain's Reaver, apparently.
Huh.
And the, oh, we're done. So that's all those, future
Events.
Yeah.
Alright, Kain. We're coming for you.
Final battle. This could actually be quite a pain in the bum. Not on the first try, because you've got to try and climb up these, pillars, and he's going to jump onto these pillars, and since he teleports, you don't know where exactly on the pillar you have to jump to.
That should be an easy fight.
You think that? The first one's not bad, it's the last two times you got to hit him, because you got to hit him 3 times.
Yeah, but you've got extra health, and then you've got more power points.
Yeah, I'm going to save here, actually. Last time I'm going to save in the game as well. So yeah, we're at the final boss now.
But come on, it's going to be easy. You've got tons of powers, you've got all those glyphs, you've got tons of health. You can easily beat this guy.
I'll try to.
Well, if you can beat the door that is and not just slash it.
Yeah, it's Raziel. There you go.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous indignation.
Lies. You cannot have foreseen all of this.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Gazing out across the plains of possibility, do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. And that is why, when I must sacrifice my children to the void, I can do so with a clear heart.
Very poetic, Kain. But in the end, you offer no more than a convenient rationalization for your crimes.
These chambers offer insight for those patient enough to look. In your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gazed deeply enough. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine a millennium ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably down preordained paths. Free will is an illusion.
I have been to the tomb of Seraphan, Kain. Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform a Seraphan priest into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Can you grasp the absurd beauty of the paradox? We're the same. Seraphan and vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with Nosgoth's domination, who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
I will not applaud your clever blasphemy. The Seraphan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble? Altruistic? Don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Kain. These apparitions and portents. What game are you playing now?
Destiny is a game, is it not? And now, you await my latest move.
Let's do this.
It's kind of awkward to try and find it because you've got to spin the camera around in a circle to try and look for them. The first floor's okay, it's just the second floor because you've got to try and climb all the way up there and make sure you get in time. So I used to just keep going to the same spot until we eventually turned up. So the last floor just ticks me off completely.
Uh-oh, it's moving.
Okay. Here goes nothing. Okay.
That hurt.
Okay. Right. Good news is though you can stand on it at any time.
He'll heal you, thank God. Where is he? There it is. Oh, there it is. That joke's on you, we can just regenerate.
Yeah, I'm immortal. I'm invisible. I just gotta try and find it.
He's just striking you down like Emperor Palpatine.
Ah, shit. You see what I mean? It's quite
Yeah,
awkward.
he does it really quick. Alright, where's he this time? There he is, get him!
Don't have enough time.
No. Alright. He's probably on the right side. There.
Ah, fucking bastard. Ah, fuck you, Raziel! I hate this part so much. Oh shit, where is he? Come on.
Where is he? Where is he?
Like I said, the last one's a fucking nuisance.
Yeah, because he can just shock your ass and you can't get to him.
Right. I can try and find him, come on.
There, right there. Get up. Super jump.
Oh my god! I was 1 inch away from getting him there. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I eventually get him. Got him! See what I mean?
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Be warned, Raziel. Once you cross this threshold, you are beyond my influence.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny. Where time is but a loop, a loose stitch in the universal cloth, a streamer might seize upon a chance, a fatal slip, and plunge the fate of planets into chaos.
Dun dun dun!
In Soul Reaver 2.
So that's it, guys.
That's Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver.
I think we actually did that in one whole day. Jesus.
Yeah, it was worth it though.
So, what are your thoughts about this game?
Personally, I find this game to be absolutely fantastic. I remember playing this game as a kid and being blown away by its presentation overall, and I think the game is fantastic all around. The controls are spot on, the graphics were very good, the soundtrack was very good, the voice acting was very good, the sound effects were very good. The gameplay itself, like the platforming and the traversing and collecting stuff and puzzle solving was great.
Apart from pushing the blocks.
Yeah, because I do find that to be kind of tedious. The boss designs were great. The story itself was well written. The locations and levels are interesting. The atmosphere is good. I will say the camera is mostly good, although there are times where the camera can be a bit of a pain in the bum.
Like if you're trying to go down the stairs.
And plus, it's got a good length as well if you're playing it for the first time. Though granted, if you're not used to puzzle type games, it can be a bit confusing trying to traverse through the game because of how big and open the game is. But overall, I think it's a very good installment in the Legacy of Kain series, and it's one of my favourite entries. So yeah, personally, if I had to give it a scale of 1 to 10, it'd be a 9 out of 10. So, fantastic game. I'd highly recommend it.
I mean, if they fix the block puzzle, then it'll be a 10 out of 10.
It'll be a bit about 9.4.
Okay, 9.5.
9.4 or something. But yeah, my opinion, 9 out of 10. So, what are your overall thoughts?
My thoughts are pretty much the same as yours. I think this does a really good job, especially if you're playing these out of order. Like if you haven't played Blood Omen, then this is also another good place. Oh, and Simon Templeman. Yeah, I was correct about that.
Yeah. So, what did you like about this game?
I pretty much referenced the same thing you said. I pretty much liked how the combat went, how the puzzles and the platform went. Apart from the puzzle.
The block pushing, yeah.
Block pushing, that was so annoying a piss.
Yeah, annoying as fuck. But yeah, I would like to tackle Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance one day, but it's because unless you can run, you said you can run PlayStation 2 emulators, couldn't you?
Yeah.
We can always try one day, probably, couldn't we?
Yeah, we can always try that one day.
Yeah, because after seeing this ending, I thought to myself, okay, I want to pick up 2. Though, to be honest, I didn't think 2 was as good as this game in terms of the story and the atmosphere and, all the stuff I've mentioned in the playthrough.
Yeah.
I mean, the story in 2 is actually very good, but the gameplay had a bit of problems.
Yeah, it needs to be fixed a bit.
It was too much backtracking. Here, the one thing I loved is that the backtracking is actually more tolerable since you had those portals and that.
Yeah, so unlike the next one...
One thing I absolutely love about this game is hardly any loading times. I mean, how many loading times did you encounter in this playthrough? Hardly any, which is quite impressive.
Sorry for being a bipolar absentee family member for the last year.
Wow. So yeah.
Just came from me, putting me there. And of course to Alfred.
This actually might be my favourite entry in the series, but I also love Blood Omen 1, so it's hard to choose.
Well, I've never played Blood Omen 1, so I'll just say this is the best one for me so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've shown you gameplay footage before Defiance and 2 and
yeah. Well, we definitely have to try out Blood Omen one day.
Okay, there's one thing I like about Defiance more than any other game in the Legacy of Kain series. You can skip the cutscenes. Then again, I liked how in Soul Reaver 1 the cutscenes were consistent, whereas in 2 the cutscenes were way too fucking long. And you couldn't skip them either.
Yeah.
Whereas in the first game they were like short and consistent. Even though you couldn't skip them in 1, but they were much shorter. One of the reasons why I prefer short to long. Actually, it's quite a short game when you know what to do there.
Yeah, about 6 hours. Man, all these people.
There's a lot of people. There's actually a lot of people who worked on this game, though. Actually, I will say the director who made the Uncharted games as well. Amy just fucking rocks.
And here we are, back at the title sequence.
And that's the end of the game, folks.
So I hope you enjoyed our playthrough.
Yep, and see you in another Let's Play out there.
See you next time.
Peace.